Okay, great. So today we're playing a deck I haven't played in a long time actually, but it's a really fun one. Basically, the core card of this experience is the Torment of Hailfire, which for X mana each enemy loses 3 life unless they sacrifice a permanent, which is not a land, or discard a card. So general strategy is ramping up as much as possible, playing the Torment of Hailfire for X equals a billion, and having the enemy basically lose or die from the cards that they cannot discard or from the cards that they cannot get rid of. So it's pretty straightforward, I think. Of course, since this will not always work as intended, unfortunately, we are going to have a little bit of additional resources here to, of course, to just try not to die too quickly. So we have a lot of ramp, the Idol, the Mind Stone, the Hedron Archive. Then we have the Thoughtseize to counter some control decks if they come. We have Meathook Massacre as a mass removal, Rankle as well, removal and discard, Burning-Rune Demon to get out of the deck what we want to have, and of course Ugin, and of course Ulamog, because why not? Because we're playing a ridiculous ramp deck, so they're like the standard cards. Actually, to, let's say, thin out the deck a little bit, I will add the Fabled Passage here quickly, which should be quite useful instead of having only swarms. 2 Locthwains, 2 Cabal Strongholds to add more mana with the swarms that we have to draw some cards in case we run out. And yeah, pretty straightforward, I guess. So we're just going to give it a try right away. Okay, 5th game. We got 2nd. Let's see. Okay. I mean, they're gonna kill the Burning-Rune Demon with a Fateful Absence, but I'm actually willing to cast it anyways. The question is, what would we want to get out? Well, let's see. Let's see if that resolves. Maybe they have a counterspell. So, I mean, certainly I would like to have a Cabal Stronghold, but I guess I don't really want to waste its ability, the Rune Demon's ability, on getting a land card here. So, I guess the most reasonable thing to go for is Ugin and Archive, maybe? I mean, we can definitely use the Archive to ram towards the Hailfire. Difficult choice though. We could go for another Hailfire so that we just hit the enemy with multiple Hailfires once we have enough mana. Land card certainly not. I think we're gonna go for the Archive. They're probably gonna give us the Archive, and that should be good enough. So let's take a look. Haha, they don't give us the archive. Sure, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, that was clear. Let's see if they're gonna play a Teferi or something like that. No, a tapped land. Okay, another land for us. That's pretty good. I guess we'll play the Mazemind Tome one ourselves to start drawing with it. Sure, they can draw a card with theirs. That's fine. So it's actually pretty good having the Torment of Hailfire here, because they are playing a control deck, which obviously means that they are looking to have pretty little cards in hand. Okay, Vraka's Contempt is very good here.
I know my responsibility. You know what? I'm not done yet.
Sure. Let's draw some more cards. Cabal Stronghold here is good. Let's draw another card. Alright, so... I mean, we're just... No, that was the wrong one. So I guess let's see how many counter spells they have.
I'll have a better plan next time.
Great. We get the Mount Stone. We can still draw another card from the Mazemind Tome. So that's all not really a problem here. Let's see what we draw. Any card basically here is fine. If we draw a land card, we draw whatever. Okay, that is great. That is very good. Now actually I would like to draw a land card here. Let's see if we can find one, which will basically help with our ramp. Which is great. So we'll activate the Stronghold. That gives us 10, 11. So we could hit them for 9 with the Hellfire. I don't think 9 is good enough yet. So we are going to bring another threat on the board, and we will Thoughtseize them. Okay, that's good. So we'll certainly have them discard the Dream Trawler, because that's a very dangerous card. Okay. Sure, are they gonna hit our face? Let's see if that... So we can go up to 8, which will save us of one more turn fighting against the all of the Storm Giants. We don't need a second Ugin here because ours is not being contested. Okay, so we'll manually tap these. So 6, 11, 12, 13. So we can do this for 11, I think. So that will be 33 life points minus okay. Alright, so that was a quick one. Not too bad, not too bad. Let's see. Let's see. let's give this another try. That is at least how the deck is supposed to function. So it's a lot more effective in a control way. I guess somewhere where we're not being pressured too extremely much. Opponent goes first. We can keep this hand. We can keep this hand. This seems like a decent hand to keep. Okay, some mono-white clerics, I guess. Nonetheless, we're going to play the Thoughtseize. Look, what is the biggest threat here? None of these. I guess the Abiding Grace is the really most dangerous one here, with which they can revive minions from their graveyard. I mean, that's all not really a problem. We'll just ramp and start to draw cards with our Mazemind Tome. I mean, now when they update the Cleric class, though, it could be quite difficult. So, I guess we'll just try to ramp to Ugin as quickly as possible. Second Mazemind Tome, I guess, will be fine for now. Let's see how quick they can kill us here. Did they draw another 1-mana spell? No, they didn't. That's good. Actually, we can draw. Man, okay. So we can use the Guardian Idol to actually block an enemy minion here if they decide to just attack us. Let's see. Another Cleric class, that's fine. That's pretty irrelevant. Oh yeah, okay. So that's gonna be a pretty painful one. But I guess once we draw, we only need to draw one additional mana here, and the enemy's dead, which really shouldn't be a problem here. Let's draw a card with this one. Draw a card with this one. We can tell them good game.
I come bearing the wisdom of the ancients.
Send everything to exile, and that's it.
Are too dangerous to roam free.
Good. And another one. Please. Let's see. Let's see what the engine can dig up for an exciting matchup. Okay, the tree creature thingy. Let's have a look. This is a pretty bad hand because there is no ramp, there is little interaction. I think I'm gonna mulligan this. I mean, we could look for ramp with the Mazemind Tome, but I don't know. Usually that's just too slow. That's the problem. Usually it's just too slow. Let's give this another shot. I mean, it's a bit better. I guess we're gonna drop a swamp. We can keep the Ugin. We only have 2 in the deck, and if the ramp flows well, we definitely want to have one in our hand actually. So let's see. Okay, enemy on Izzet so far. Probably Phoenix. No, it's some kind of Reanimator deck. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's have a look. Reanimator decks. There's not really much we can do about them, to be honest. There's not much we can do here either. Let's see if they play some kind of minion which we maybe want to contempt. Otherwise, we'll just have to wait until we can Meathook Mastery. Okay, sure. Maybe they play the what's his name? The Terror of the Peaks. Which certainly is good that we can exile it. Exactly, that was clear. So that one we can exile, which is double good because it will not come back. And they, okay, alright, sure. Obviously enemy triggered. That's of course a very, very pleasant win to see them just giving up like that. Okay, so let's see. Sure, I can keep that. Let's see what they're playing. Elves, alright. I guess I really don't want them to refill their hand with Collected Company. The rest I don't really care too much about. Yes, they can play their War Master, that's super fine. The good thing is with this minus effect, basically even though the minions will have more life, like 3/3, 4/4, as long as I kill the ones which are buffing the other creatures, it will be enough to kill all of them. So we can take a relaxed approach here. Sure, that's super fine. We're gonna play another Guardian Idol here and pass the turn. I mean, it's gonna hurt, but what can you do? It's gonna be a 10 damage here down to 6. But we will heal ourselves now, and a Contempt on top is very nice. Is there any reason to not play it for 4? Really not. So we'll clear and heal ourselves again. And when the Ugin comes down, we're going to have a pretty solid board state. So let's see what they play. Sure, they play more ramp, which is totally fine. We're basically, I mean, we can keep the Vraska as well, because within this one turn, I don't think they're going to annihilate us. They don't really have a lot of mana to deal with anything here. And once the Ugin is down, they're just gonna concede. So, I mean, obviously they're thinking now very, very difficult thinking, very strategic planning involved. Okay, great. They play the perfect, yes. Sure. Okay, great. Alright, so we play the Ugin and they will concede.
Perfection is a journey, not a destination. Silence.
Or maybe they won't concede? Nah, of course. Of course. Well, good game. Pity that we don't get to play too many Torments of Hailfire. But sooner or later we'll get to one. At least we already won one game with it. Which is just... it's just funny. We go first. Guardian Idol Thoughtseize could be a bit slow, but you know what, why not? Why not? Let's give it a try. Okay, mono red, as you do. It perpetually gains haste. First strike menace. Well, I mean, if this one would gain haste, that already would be quite devastating. So let's just have them discard the haste gainer. Of course, they top deck a second one, as you do. As you do, no problems for the enemy here. For a moment there was a slight possibility that we actually stopped them from having a turn 1 play, but that was just way too optimistic. Yeah, sure, yes, and the one with the goddamn monkey. Yes, 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 yes. So this game is gonna be over pretty soon. It's either going to be us drawing the Meathook Massacre or not. We're gonna play the Rune Demon now, I'm sure. Yeah, that's another 6 damage, down to 7. Good, good. I mean, we're just possibly absolutely dead here. Doesn't really matter what I play. This one doesn't really gain any mana yet, so rather thin out the deck, I suppose. We'll have to play the Rune Demon. How much mana do we have? 4, with this one 5, 6, 7. Even we play this one. I mean, it's just not enough for Ugin. I mean, definitely we'll take a Meathook Massacre, but that one they'll have us discard. Now the question, is there anything else that we can do to basically survive here? I guess Vraska's Ugin, I don't know. I mean, we have 4 Swarms, we tap this one for 4 mana, so we will not reach the 8 mana to play Ugin. I guess Vraska's Contempt is really the only one. Enemy still has full life, so playing the Torment doesn't help anything. Sure, let's try it like this. Ah, what a surprise! We didn't get to play the Meathook Massacre. I'm shocked. Yeah, the Torbrun. Ah, no, we're dead anyways, right? Because there's a monkey, and that's a 3/6. Okay, so it doesn't really make any difference here. Too bad. Too bad. I dare to say, if the enemy had not drawn the 1 mana drop, giving the other creature haste, they certainly would have lost this game. But that is, as I like to say, that's the good old Hearthstone lifestyle. Just top decking until you win or until you lose. No skill necessary, just playing whatever. Well, I guess that's just normal. Okay, we go first. Well, medium good hand, I guess, but we can keep this. Assuming that we're going to draw 1 or 2 more lands in the next turns, this is playable. We have the Torment, so feels good ink. Fine, Guardian Idol is welcome. Okay, Golgari. Let's see, will they let us Okay, they have a Mazemind Tome on their own. That's okay. Sure. I mean, we'll play the Mind Stone. We'll play our own Tome. And we'll play the Fabled Passage because we don't really need this mana now. And pass the turn. Would be nice to find a land on top so that we can play the Rune Demon. Let's see what the enemy has here. Sure, they can draw a card. No land card for them, then they're probably just gonna concede. Okay, they got one. We got one too. Okay. Now we'll go for one archive and Ugin, I guess. And let's see. Either way, if they give us the ramp, that's super fine. If they give us the Ugin, that's super fine as well. The ramp brings us closer to a one-turn kill with Hailfire. The Ugin is just a big, mad lad who who just single-handedly can win entire games. So both ways are fine. We'll just make sure to continue drawing mana each turn here. Not really sure what the enemy is up to. Not really sure. I mean, Golgari usually, in my interpretation of the deck types, should be with minions and casting a lot of creatures and having some kind of creature interactions or at least some planeswalker interactions, but not having played nothing until turn 4 is kind of suspicious, I guess. Another Mazemind Tome, sure. Okay. Second Torment. Well, no, I don't really need it. I mean, I would just be happy getting a swamp here. First of all, we're gonna hit them. Now, how much is this? This is 4. And this is 3, is 7. Wild Growth Walker. Okay, so there's some kind of explore deck. Okay. Sure, I guess. I don't know if that's enough though. I mean, they will go down to 9. Another land here. First of all, we're gonna smack them, as you do. And 9 now. If we think, I mean, we have 8. 8 times 3 is 24. Basically 5. They would have to discard 5 or sacrifice 5 permanents. Problem is, the more explore they play, the more life they gain, the bigger this one gets. So I assume for now we'll just try to remove the walker and the branch walker for 4. And hope that our Rune Demon survives another turn. Yeah, they're going to heal themselves. That's okay. And it's one less permanent which they can sacrifice to the Hailfire. So actually, it's a kind of an advantage for us if they sacrifice these. Although they gain life, but Having taken out these guys certainly is a bigger advantage. We're gonna end the turn here. Would be nice if they play out some more cards. Burning-Rune Demon, definitely MVP so far. Doing a lot of work. Smacking the enemy here. Let's see if they pay 2 lives for the Tomb. Or if they just play it tapped. They probably don't know about the Hailfire because no one's playing this card. And of course you accept he saw the Ugin, so he's gonna think maybe there's a Ulamog or other Ugins coming for him. Oh yeah, oh, if he plays out the lands now, that's gonna be exactly what we're looking for. Ah, he doesn't have more lands though, pity. But I mean, that should be enough. That should be enough in any case. We're gonna hit him, and then we'll just let... we're just gonna go for max Hailfire here. That's 4 plus 5 is 9. So, that's 4 plus 4 is 8. Time to count. So let's see. I mean, they can literally discard, sacrifice everything and still lose 6 life, go down to 1. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, you will continue. Nah, that's that's enough for them. That's enough for them. Weren't really interested in continuing the game here. Goody goody. Goody goody. No one expects the tormenting Hailfire. Hailfire. I don't know why they wouldn't just call it Hellfire. No, it's the Hailfire. Anyways. Let's see. Probably now we're just going to get some mono red aggro, which is going to crush us in 5 minutes. So let's have a look. Sure. I mean, it's super greedy actually. It's a very, very greedy hand. No removal, but a lot of ramp, and that's what we are looking for if we are being honest. Ah, the Meathook Massacre right on time. Perfect. Okay, Jeskai. Jeskai. Let's see what that's going to be. Expressive iteration. Sure, I mean, they can dig for some stuff. Usually that's super fine playing against... Oh, and the Hailfire right away. Be my guest. Yeah, let's get the Tome out. And the Ugin on top? Oh, no, okay. I mean, not to say things weren't going our way. I guess this seemed to be a pretty solid start to this round, but well, what can you do? What can you do? I guess I can force them to play with me. So let's look for another one. That was a very short game. I mean, the point is, you see, they can play all their Planeswalkers and Narset and Teferi and whatever, and in the end you just play a Hailfire for a gazillion. If they cannot counter it, that's basically the game is over for them. So that's like, you have a pretty solid chance against control decks as long as they don't have a counter spell. You can actually you can deal with them. We're going to play the Fabled Passage right away to get it out of our way. Okay, so what's... Ah, yeah, that's gonna be some multicolor nonsense. Which is fine, though. We don't need to Forsaken yet. Let's see what else they have. If they have artifact removal, that's basically gonna be it for this game. Which they probably do. because they usually play this black-red command, which destroys an artifact or lets you discard cards. So let's see. Yeah. Or Maelstrom Pulse, sure. We'll play the Tome. Another Guardian Idol up top is absolutely fine. Problem is once they... So this is a 5-color Niv-Mizzet Reborn deck, obviously. So problem is if they have the Niv-Mizzet in their hand already, they're gonna make a refill, which will make the Torment of Hailfire a lot less effective, unfortunately. So we'll just have to see how good of a draw they have in this game. Okay, Faceless Agent, sure. We're going to play the Archive, we're going to play the Idol. Basically for now we're just gonna... Well, I mean we need to land, we cannot play the Ugin without the land. We have 7 mana, so although I would like to, I'm not going to keep it this time. If we can play the Meathook Massacre for 6, that would be nice, so there would be 8 mana in total. Binding of the Old Gods, yeah, unfortunately enemy has all the answers here, so that's a huge problem. But well, what can you do? If they have another Ugin on their hand, they have all the colors, right? No, they're missing blue. They don't have blue yet, so let's see, we really would need to draw a land card here to at least remove these two so that they don't kill us. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Do they have blue land and the Niv-Mizzet? Then things are gonna get pretty difficult from here. And with pretty difficult, I mean very difficult. There's their blue mana. We can play the Torment Hailfire for, well, for 4. Okay, they just passed the turn. Let's scry and take a look what's on top. Another Swamp, yeah, we're actually going to take that. And we're going to play this for 5. Now they can lose 15 life, which is fine. But after that it will go to discarding cards. Okay, they go down to 7. They could have sacrificed the Binding of the Old Gods, for example. That would have been a very good move. Okay. Is there any point in waiting? Really, I don't think so. I think we pay this one for 6.
won't hide from the world any longer. Let's skip to the good part.
Now they can certainly, I mean, they can attack us with Niv-Mizzet. That's super fine. Let's hope for them that they have some instant removal, otherwise our Guardian Idol is just going to kill them. And if they kill the Guardian Idol, they lose 1 life. Ah. Well, of course. 2. Yeah, well, and that's it. But, well, it's okay. It's okay. You win some, you lose some. Super fine. I would think that will be it for now. It's a fun deck. It's a lot of nice interactions. Let's see the packs that we have here. Really depending on how good you draw, how good the enemy draws. I mean, by no means this is not really a consistent deck. But nonetheless, it's a lot of fun. And the Torment Hailfire, people usually really don't expect it. So, yeah, definitely fun. Definitely fun deck. Can only recommend trying it out if you have the cards. Certainly some improvements, always possible to try it in a different way, but for now, I guess that's hopefully a nice inspiration, and thank you everyone for watching. If you see this in YouTube, feel free to like and subscribe. And regarding the stream, I'm going to be back in a moment with a different deck, so thank you very much. I'm gonna go take a break now, and I say be right back.